Sacdalan from BSED 3F, and today I will discuss and give example on how to correct a sight word deficit student. So at the end of this discussion and this video, I hope that you will learn a lot from me, and I hope you enjoy this. So let's start. Good afternoon, class. Last meeting, I assigned a reading task to you entitled Oversleeping. Have you read that text?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm glad that you exerted effort and time reading that text. So before we discuss the whole thing or the whole essay today, let us first discuss or discover the unfamiliar words you've encountered in that essay. Is that clear? Okay, so step 1. Write the sentences on a whiteboard or a chalkboard that is used in the context. Underline the words that will be introduced to them so that they will have an idea that those words are the unfamiliar words that they might encounter. Okay? So here is the example. Let the students read the sentences and attempt to say the new word using any context, along with word attack skills. If you are introducing a new story, it is important that you did not tell them about the new word, so they will not be deprived with the word attack skills. In my case, I let him read the story in advance, but I did not tell him any clues about the new words, so he won't be deprived of word attack skills. So now, what is the meaning of word attack skills? Word attack skills means that being able to recognize and analyze printed word to connect it to the spoken word it represents. So here is my example for step 2. Okay? Now that I'm done writing the sentences on the board, I want you to read it loudly. After reading each sentence, repeat the underlined word twice. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so read the first sentence, Gian.
His head on a marshmallow pillow and luxuriate in the twilight. Luxuriate, luxuriate.
Okay, the second sentence.
Jake rubbed a hand over his face and felt abrasion of whiskers. Abrasion and abrasion.
Oh, the third sentence.
He staggered downstairs to the kitchen. Staggered.
Now that we've discovered these words, I'll read it loudly and repeat after me. Okay. The first word is luxuriate.
Luxuriate.
Okay, another one, luxuriate.
Luxuriate.
The second word is abrasion.
Abrasion. Abrasion.
Okay. The third word and the last word is staggered.
Staggered.
Okay. Now that we are done with step 1 and 2, let's proceed to step 3. In step 3, discuss the meaning of the words and how it is used in writing and talking. If possible, connect them with real-life situations or scenarios. And if you have a picture or an object that is related to that word, give them so they can easily understand, recognize, and remember the word. So here is my video for step 3. I hope that you'll enjoy this because it's really fun to do this step. Okay? Now read these words on your own, loud and clear. Okay?
Luxuriate, abrasion, staggered.
Okay. Now that we've got these words already, we will define each one so you can understand the selection properly. Let's define this one by one. Luxuriate. Luxuriate means is to grow extensively or indulge into something luxurious. Can you give me an example, or can you give me an example, Gian?
Luxurious.
Oh, you can give me an example about luxuriate, or no?
No, ma'am. I mean,
It's fine, don't worry. I'll give an example for this. So, for her birthday, April chose to luxuriate on a high quality spa. In that sentence, I use luxuriate to describe how April will celebrate her birthday. Of course, she will indulge herself and relax for quite some time since it's her birthday, and that will be her treat for herself, right? Okay, the next word is abrasion. Repeat it after me. Abrasion.
abrasion.
Okay. Do you have an idea what abrasion means, or you don't have?
No, ma'am.
Okay, it's fine, it's fine. So, abrasion means is when you rub something against each other, that's by friction, that means abrasion. For example, when you rub your palm against each other, that causes abrasion. When you rub your newly bought shoes against the floor, you can call that abrasion. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this example clear?
It's that clear.
Yes. So for the third word, staggered, it means that when you walk side to side or when you are not that steady walking. Okay. For example, you ran for a long mile or long kilometer. When you walk or when you stand after that, you'll experience this kind of shivered on your legs. That's what you call the staggered. In Tagalog, staggered means luray-luray or susuray-suray. Okay? Is that clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand the difference between these three words?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Okay. For step 4, rewrite the sentences on the board, then underline the configuration clues such as double letters, descenders, extenders, suffix and prefix. Then ask them to look any well-known word, phonograms, or word families that they can associate with those configuration clues. By that, they can easily remember those words that you taught them because they can easily recognize it whenever they heard the well-known word that they associated with the new words. So here is my sample for step 4. So you can see, Gian, that I've underlined some letters inside each word. Through these letters, we can associate another words through this. As we can associate existing words that we know before or we have a prior knowledge before. So for luxuriate, I underline the letters X, U, R, I. For abrasion, I underline the letters S, I, O, N. And for staggered, I underline the double G at the middle. So can you associate a word from luxuriate?
Luxurious, ma'am.
Okay, how about for abrasion?
Decision. Because they both end with suffix S-I-O-N.
Okay. How about for the word staggered?
Staggered and bagger have both GG
Okay.
at the middle.
Okay, that's good to hear that you've associated words through through these consonants, through these letters inside these words, okay? For step 5, ask the students to write the words on a clean sheet of paper. Then ask them to read it loud so they can recognize and memorize the words easily, especially the pronunciation and the spelling. So here is my example for step 5. Now that you are familiar with these words already, I want you to write this on a clean sheet of paper 5 times. Each word 5 times. Then after that, after writing one word, you'll read it aloud. Okay? Is the instruction clear, Jian?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll give you time to write. Okay?
Yeah, love is a highway, feeling alive. You're loving the signs, your head on my top. I give you more, you're feeling the flow. You'll never let down, I'm breathing the vibe. Hustle the win, we've been living in sin. Making us two of a kind, 새로운 gear. Baby got 10% feeling no head, I can step to the grind. We got an empire mind, 함께 천천히 올라. Happy for real, 진실이 닿는 순간. 느껴봐 눈을 감아. Happy for real, give it up and come outside. Nothing but dimes, let's make a deal. 서서히 피어, 건강한 치아. 내 손을 잡으면 together for real.
For step 6, or the final step, have students make up and write sentences using the words that you've taught them. Then let them read it loud and explain it in the class. So you'll see if they really understand the uses of the words and the meaning of the words that you've taught them. And by that, you can correct it right away if they commit mistakes. So here is my sample for step 6. Okay, now that you've remembered and memorized the pronunciation and you gave me a word that associates with these words, I want you to write a sentences for each word, okay? I'll give you 5 minutes for that. Then after 5 minutes, I want you to read it out loud and discuss each sentences, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, time is up. I want to hear the sentences you prepared. Okay?
Yes.
Go, Jian. For the first word, go.
After Kate married the prince, she was able to luxuriate in expensive things. The word luxuriate there is used to tell or describe how luxurious Kate's life is after marrying a prince, because she can enjoy everything she wanted. For the word abrasion, the first step involves abrasion of the seeds with sandpaper. I use the word abrasion there to describe what to do with the seeds and the sandpaper. And for the third word, her legs were so numb that she staggered because she cannot feel anything. She had a hard time walking.
Okay, I've noticed that you've used those words properly. So I guess you understand it and remembered these 3 words that we've discussed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you did well for today, and next meeting we will discuss the whole essay entitled Oversleeping. So see you next meeting. That's all for today. Thank you, Jian.
Thank you, ma'am.
And that's the end of my presentation and demonstration on how to correct a sight word knowledge deficit student. I hope that you've learned a lot from what I've said earlier, and thank you if you reached this part of my presentation. Now, it's time for you to check out the other 2 videos from my group mates. I hope that you've learned from them too. That's all, and God bless everyone. Stay safe, you stay hydrated, sanitize always, and always remember the different health protocols during this pandemic. Thank you and God bless.